Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office says someone died while in custody. Deputies say they found this person laying on Abernathy Road and that the person was uncooperative with deputies. The suspect, who has not been named, was charged with public disorderly conduct and pedestrian in the roadway. The sheriff's office says when deputies were attempting to remove that person's handcuffs to place them in a holding cell, that person became aggressive. Deputies tased that person, who then had a medical emergency. The suspect was taken to the hospital where they died, and the coroner's office and SLED are investigating.
One person is injured in a shooting in Spartanburg County. Deputies say a person was shot last night on Valley Falls Road. Details are limited, but officers say the victim had been shot in the hand and rushed to the hospital. Currently, no suspects have been identified.
A breaking news update here. Haywood County health officials say there is another confirmed case of whooping cough, bringing that case count up to 13, now in 3 adults, the rest in children and teens younger than 19. Haywood Health and Human Services says pertussis is especially dangerous for babies, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems. They do encourage everyone to get vaccinated. And find out about a program in 2 Spartanburg County school districts that can help new graduates get a head start in the workforce. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Taylor Murray. We begin with breaking news tonight. Flooding damage forced staff members at Gaffney EMS to relocate. The Cherokee County Emergency Management Director told us EMS staff relocated to the Cherokee County Emergency Operations Center. Look at this. The director said the EMS building's roof was damaged and that the Gaffney Fire Department also experienced flooding. We talked to the Gaffney Fire Battalion Chief, who told us the department deals with flooding every couple years.
South Carolina DMV is rolling out a new design for driver's licenses and state IDs. This update comes with some new security features. 7 News State House reporter Caroline Yaffa shows you the changes and what drivers need to know.
If you're headed to the DMV this fall, you could walk out with something just a little different. The DMV says their new licenses have a big emphasis on security.
We are always challenged with staying a step ahead of the bad guys.
This is what you will receive in the mail, and you will unfold it and have the license here in the middle. The DMV says these new designs include updated security features to protect against fraud and counterfeiting. Besides a cleaner layout, the cards have features to make them harder to duplicate.
It will be very tamper resistant and very counterfeit resistant as far as the material itself, and we're excited to offer a new, more secure, again, just material-wise document to the people of the state.
While the new license isn't required, the DMV recommends it, especially for those needing real IDs because they are Real ID compliant.
In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa, 7 News.
Phillips says that they have been in constant communication with law enforcement and they're fully aware of the changes. Parents, if you are looking to save some money while you also reap the benefits of going back to school shopping, this weekend is the one. Today marks the beginning of the tax-free weekend, and our Ariana Meadows is joining us live tonight. I know, Ariana, you've been at an event where they're making the school year a success for everybody.
That's right, Amy. Parents and teachers say back to school can be stressful, but tax-free weekend and back to school bashes like the one we're at can make getting those back to school items much easier. For 3 days, the South Carolina Department of Revenue says school supplies, clothes, electronics, and dorm room items can be bought without paying the state's 6% sales tax. We spoke to Walmart shoppers earlier who are taking advantage of the deals, saying pencils, markers, and notebooks are at the top of their school's list of most needed items.
I do think that definitely elementary schoolers have, just from my boys, they definitely have a longer supply list than the middle schoolers. You know, just they go through, they're a little bit rougher on things, I think, sometimes with the glue sticks and the colored pencils and, you know, even things like, I know one of the things on the optional list was like magnetic letters and things like that. I think the teachers want to include that stuff to make learning more engaging and fun, but it does cost money.
Anderson Mall is joining in on the tax-free weekend savings. Sales apply both online and in stores. Live in Anderson, Ariana Meadows, 7 News.
High school students in Spartanburg County school districts will be having a new opportunity this year.
Yeah, 7 News' Ripley Simone tells us how students are getting a head start on joining the workforce after graduation.
This is one of the 18-wheelers that students can train on at the Spartanburg Community College Tiger River campus to get hands-on experience and even their commercial driver's license. This is the new Transportation, Distribution, and Logistics Academy. Its purpose is to get students in Spartanburg School Districts 3 and 7 ready for jobs that are in high demand.
We have a packed enrollment already, and we're excited to embrace more students every day.
Director of the Daniel Morgan Technology Center, Dr. Nikki Honeycutt, says they're working alongside Spartanburg Community College to create a pathway for students to earn career certifications.
What this program hopes to consolidate is all the global logistics and supply chain management understanding for students, so they understand exactly what logistics is and how they get the products that they order.
During the 2-year course, students can learn how to operate forklifts, gain OSHA certificates, and their Class A commercial driver's license.
The CDL portion is very important because whether we get our materials from a vessel, an aircraft, or a rail car, it's always going to land on a truck.
Spartanburg Community College's CDL and Heavy Equipment Program Director, Randall Parnell, says in addition to learning driving skills, he also teaches students how to communicate with companies and sets up meetings with recruiters.
They'll talk to the students about the pay, the benefits, what they have to offer. And so now the carrier that's going to hire them has a list of potential applicants, and then the student themselves has a bunch of job opportunities.
Parnell says by teaching a skill, you open yourself up to many opportunities.
You can start with your CDL, and there's so much more that you can do. I've had students that got their CDL, they got in the truck and they got their feet good and wet with it, learned, and then they went on to own their own company. They become a broker, they become terminal managers, safety directors, and even become instructors.
And it's just the beginning for the new academy.
We hope to add both drone technology in it because Amazon is already offering 30-minute deliveries via drones, so we want to have those students drone certified, and we hope to offer a diesel mechanic program because that's very much in demand.
The school districts say programs like this continue to give students a head start once they graduate. In Spartanburg, Ripley Simone, 7 News.
Dr. Honeycutt said students who have their Class A CDL license can start off earning as much as $84,000 working in the state of South Carolina.
Joining us here at just about 5 o'clock, we are updating some breaking news first. A Western North Carolina man has been charged in connection to an inmate's death.
According to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, 37-year-old Robert Fowler was pronounced dead yesterday after suffering more than a week from an overdose that happened at the detention center. 35-year-old Jared Smith is charged in connection to this. He faces multiple charges, including death by distribution and second-degree murder.
Deputies say that he was already in jail on separate criminal charges, including identity theft and drug possession charges. Smith was given no bond.